in a lush green jungle, there lived a mighty elephant named Elio. Elio was the largest animal in the forest, and he knew it. He loved to stomp around, showing off his strength and size. "I'm the strongest creature in the jungle," he would brag. "No one can match my power." One day, as Elio was marching through the forest, he noticed a tiny ant named Annie carrying a crumb of food. Elio laughed loudly, his trunk swaying. "Ha! Look at you, little ant. You're so small and weak. What good are you to anyone?" Annie looked up at Elio, unbothered by his teasing. "I may be small," she said, "but even the smallest can make a big difference." Elio snorted. "Nonsense! You're just a speck. I could crush you with one step and not even notice." Annie simply smiled and continued on her way. She didn't let Elio's words bother her. A few days later, Elio was wandering near a river when he accidentally stepped into a hidden trap. A thick net wrapped around his legs, and no matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't break free. "Help! Someone help me!" he trumpeted, his voice echoing through the forest. The animals heard his cries but were too afraid to approach. "Elio is so big and strong," they whispered. "If he can't free himself, what can we do?" But Annie, the tiny ant, heard Elio's cries and rushed to the scene. She saw the net tangled around his legs and immediately called her ant friends. "We may be small, but together we can help him," she said. Hundreds of ants quickly gathered and began nibbling at the ropes of the net. Bit by bit, they chewed through the thick strands. Elio watched in amazement as the tiny ants worked tirelessly. Finally, the net broke apart, and Elio was free. Elio lowered his head, humbled. "Thank you, Annie," he said softly. "I was wrong to underestimate you. You may be small, but you've shown me that even the tiniest creatures can do great things." Annie smiled. "Strength isn't just about size, Elio. It's about heart and teamwork." From that day on, Elio never boasted about his size again. He became friends with Annie and the other ants, and he learned to respect everyone, no matter how small they seemed.